Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They've definitely established, and with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Dances by him, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
20.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
20, 17, 17, 17.
Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Tell him. 76. 76. Hot. 20. Here we go, D. Here I come. 76. 76. Check. Lucky.
On second down, Perkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Like 20.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll see, time report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Check 26. Value 3.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right. One out. Everyone's got 4. Comes it on. Like 20. 56.
To throw on second down is gone. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, you're running hard ball. Here we go. Like 20. 17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
And the blitz does come. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to.
Punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 43. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go, Shalon. 180. DC, DC. Kill. Check. Crunch.
They'll hand it off to Kelly, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Goff. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses. He read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Zerline's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We got three, fellas. Black 80! With 80!
Here's Breida, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One, Omaha.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Black 20.
Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go, son. 180.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good conversion. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Goff. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
One universal in football, when it's a kicking situation, all right, you're kicking a field Goal, an extra point, you're punting. You never want to hear a second thud. That means the block has occurred. Imagine being the guys on the bench right now, the defensive unit. They thought they were going to get a cushion when they went back out on the field. That's no longer there.
They had the chance to take a second-half lead, but the special teams unit, they said, not on our watch. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Shell.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Shot. 180. Check 48 to the right. Check 48 to the right. Push it back. Push it back. Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st down, gone. Being chased out left. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Shell. Go, sit on. Right clean.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Orange. Cut. 20.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play that time for the Rams. 45 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Zerline's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short, and they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
21. 6. Hey, here I come.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 120. 48.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for L.A., it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.